What's going on, everybody? I'm just here chilling in the pool. Yeah, I know. You might think I look funny with my nose, but sun cancer ain't no joke. And plus, it's good for the video. I don't know who the heck canceled the stock market, but everything was looking so good, and all of a sudden, everything is red. Literally in the morning, everything was green. Palantir was even up like 4 point something percent at one point, and now everything is like green. It's absolutely disgusting. So, I want to talk about not only Palantir, I want to also talk about Sofi, and I want to talk about fintech. So this is going to kind of be a video about everything. I'm just going to get my thoughts out as I was like lounging and just thinking of thoughts and, enjoying the day in my semi-retirement. Palantir. So there was a New York Times article that came out, and part of the article had Dr. Alex Karp, the CEO of Palantir, come out, and he was basically talking about how, AI is dangerous, but you shouldn't pause AI. And he reiterated that a lot of people that say pause AI are people that don't have AI. So they want to pause AI for 6 months so that they could develop some AI just to be in the game. And they talk a big game. But one of the things that he said is, listen, AI is not going to stop. The reason why we can't stop as America is because our adversaries and other people around the world are not going to stop, developing AI. So if we stop, where does this put us if they keep, getting ahead? And whatever advantage we have right now, and make no mistake about it, we do have an advantage. Where does this, leave us if our adversaries can catch up to us? And if it wasn't on their radar before, it definitely is on their radar now. And he mentioned that companies need to work with the U.S. military. Companies need to work with the U.S. government, not shy away from it. And then he kind of made a knock and mentioned something about Microsoft and Google, how they refuse to work with the U.S. government, and how even Palantir was able to pick up one of the Google contracts that they dropped because there was so much backlash from Google and Microsoft employees. And I mean, that's crazy. Meanwhile, Palantir employees, when Dr. Alex Karp says something, he says, listen, if this atmosphere is not for you, leave. But we will work with the U.S. government. We will make the United States better from within. I don't know. Whoever canceled the stock market also canceled the sun. It was sunny and now it's hot. I don't need this sun lotion anymore. And the best thing is, believe it or not, this article came out a couple of days ago. Elon Musk tweeted earlier today, and he just wrote exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Now, a lot of people are saying exclamation mark means that Elon Musk is supporting that we should stop with AI for a while, put a pause on it. Others are saying that he agrees with what Dr. Alex Karp says. Now, this is not the first going back and forth, and as you know, Elon Musk has a lot of history with Peter Thiel. They both were on the pre-PayPal thing, and they're part of the PayPal mafia, quote unquote. Listen, Elon Musk is super into AI as well. He's more like AI hardware, between SpaceX and Tesla robots. But I don't know, it's kind of interesting. You'd think that we're going to be working directly with Elon Musk in a higher capacity in the future. I don't know. We de facto kind of work with Tesla because of, our Panasonic contract, and Panasonic banks out batteries for Teslas, but not directly. I don't believe that we work with them. I know that we work with SpaceX through Meta Constellation, but again, not directly. So that's pretty cool what's happening with Palantir, right? That's pretty interesting. And I thought it was really cool to say that a lot of companies refuse to work with the United States, but they'll be happy to work with China and Russia and any other country that kind of the ops, right? The opposition right now, but they refuse to work in the same capacity with the United States. And it's so messed up because at the end of the day, United States is what gave you the ability to become a trillion-dollar company, multiple trillion-dollar companies, but you don't want to work with the United States. It's crazy. In the same article, somebody asked, or Dr. Alex Karp says, people ask me, at what point did you leave Russia after the invasion? He says, never. We were never in Russia because we don't work with our adversaries. And that means something. Palantir is a patriotic company, and a lot of people don't give them credit for that, just like they were, for the small guy by doing the DPO instead of the IPO, and nobody gives them credit about that either. So I'm proud to be a Palantir shareholder. And like I said, guys, I didn't really have anything planned for this video. I just wanted to get a couple of things off my chest, and that was one thing I wanted to talk about Palantir, because I really do feel good as being a Palantir investor. A lot of people hate on Palantir, and I honestly have no idea why people hate on Palantir. But I thought it was really, really cool that Elon Musk uh, put the exclamation tweets. I honestly think that it's more so of let's not pause AI, but let's maybe do something together, or let's work with the United States. I don't know. That's what I think it is, and I think Elon is going to be working in very big capacity with the United States through SpaceX, and that's my thoughts on that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about SoFi and why SoFi is winning. Yesterday I was listening to the earnings for Lending Club, partial earnings on Tanner's channel, and they're a national bank as well. They absolutely suck. Their shit. Their revenue is going down, their growth is going down, and all it is excuses, not to mention it's boring as absolute fuck. I rather hit my head on a wall than listen to that earnings call again. Anthony Noto was fun. SoFi is fun. SoFi is growing. SoFi's revenue is growing. Everything about SoFi is growing. It's just such a better company. And now Lending Club doesn't offer everything SoFi does, but to a degree it's still like an online digital bank. SoFi started so small and they offer so many things, and they really are trying to be the AWS of fintech or AWS of banking. And I think they have a lot more room to grow besides for just the banking. Galileo is also going to grow, and you guys are going to kill me this. Technisys, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I have such a bad pronunciation of everything. So there's so much more room to grow. I think we are going to have grab profitability at the end of this year, maybe a little bit earlier than we thought, but let's not get ahead of each other, of ourselves. But then I really thought, well, what's the power of SoFi? And it's so funny. A lot of people are not going to notice this. SoFi's advertising and marketing is very simple. When you sign up for a SoFi account, you give them your email. So they end up sending you emails. So I get emails all the time of, hey, do you want the SoFi credit card? You never finished your application. Hey, SoFi just increased their APY. Hey, SoFi is offering this. Hey, SoFi is offering that. Blah, blah, blah. So SoFi is literally scheming a mailing list, which is huge, right? Traditional banks have your email, but they're not sending you mailing lists. SoFi is, because you kind of expect to get an email from SoFi. I got an email from TD Bank right now. I swear to God, that's like the first email I got in since I can remember, at least over a year. And they're like, "Hey Adam, we noticed that you have, we want to introduce you to our new small business bankers. Let us know what we could do for you. Reach us." And I'm like, bro, this is so weak. Like, I'm not gonna get in contact with you guys. I know where my small business banking is, my business banking is, and I wish I could do it through SoFi, but I can't because they don't offer it. But that's a growing opportunity in the future for SoFi, when they're going to offer those accounts. But my thoughts is the reason why SoFi is going to win in the long run, and why SoFi is going to not only be a top 100 bank, but as Anthony Noto says, top 10 bank. Now, I don't know if they could reach a top 10, but it's possible, right? I'm not saying it's not. That's going to be freaking huge, by the way. Being a top 10 bank puts them in $40 billion market cap, which is a 5x from where they are right now. But And there's a huge difference, right, between a top 10 and a top 5, right, for example, also. But nobody's going to catch up to them because they're just doing more with less, and they're just going to keep expanding and giving you more products, so on and so forth. Now I want to talk a little bit about Robinhood, all right? Robinhood is so pimp. Yesterday, during the Federal Reserve meeting, Robinhood increased their APY from 4.6 to 4.9, guys. 4.6 to 4.9, offering you on your money. Now, I don't know what Robinhood lend is, what they're lending at, but somebody earlier today says that the lending went up from 11.5 to 12%. I was reading it on Twitter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, it's so crazy. They're giving you 5% and they're lending it at 12%. And people are doing that, you know what I mean? People are doing that. And that's why also traditional banking systems are not going to win, right? Like I said, SoFi is in the fintech space. They offer a lot of different avenues, a lot of different products, and sometimes things overlap, like between SoFi and PayPal and Robinhood and Marqeta and a bunch of other ones. And sometimes it's exclusive products. In this case, offering APY is beautiful. I expect SoFi's APY to go up to 4.5 very, very soon as well. But that's why traditional banking systems, traditional fintech, brick and mortar fintech, they're just not going to be winning in the future. Everything is going towards online banking. Everything is going through online. Think about it. You don't even send checks anymore. Very rarely, seldomly. And if you do, people are doing like online deposits, or you're sending through Zelle, so on and so forth. By the way, Venmo, let's talk about PayPal really fast. Such growth opportunity in PayPal. Venmo does more transactions than Zelle. You know, that's freaking crazy. People don't know that. Venmo does more transactions than Zelle in terms of revenue. It's absolutely phenomenal what's happening to fintech. Basically, you can throw a dart and drop on fintech, and pretty much you'll be making money in 2024, in my personal opinion. Obviously, this is not financial advice, purely entertainment and education. But yeah, I just wanted to get a couple of things off of my chest. We have earnings coming up right now. We have earnings on Monday. We have Sofi. Then I believe on the following Monday we're going to end up having Sofi's 31st. I believe Palantir and HIMS is on the 7th. And I believe the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be PayPal, Robinhood, and Square all on the same day. So what a crazy, crazy time. Oh, there goes the sun. Now you guys are not laughing about this, right? I have to have the suntan lotion. This is mineral suntan lotion. This is the shit. I stole it from my son. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell his mom. She's going to beat me up. I'm excited for earnings. I'm a little nervous because we had such a run up, but at the same time, as long as we produce, we'll be good. And then most importantly, I'm also very, very excited and anxious to what's happening with crypto in general. By the way, our recession has been canceled. We had our GDP grow at 2.4%. We beat expectations. We thought we were going to have 2% GDP. We ended up growing 2.4%. Also, Jerome Powell, he raised by 25 basis points, or 0.25%, and he says that him and his office, they're believing now that there's no longer going to be a recession. Look, at the end of the day, I think that 2024 is going to be a really, really good time in general. I don't know about for your personal finances or for your personal economics, but I think about for people that are invested, they're going to have a really, really good year. Remember, there's not a direct correlation between the economy and the stock market or the crypto market. Just because the economy is bad doesn't mean that the stock market is bad. And we see this time and time again. So I think people that are invested in the stock market are going to be very, very much rewarded in 2024. My picks for 2024, of course, Palantir, of course, Sofi, Robinhood throughout 2024, PayPal throughout 2024, to a lesser degree Square and Marqeta, just because I haven't researched them as much. I did research them, I did some due diligence, but I know much more about Robinhood, Sofi, PayPal, and of course Palantir is my shit. HIMS, I'm still looking to get in with a options play before earnings. They're just getting absolutely shellacked, but honestly, like I told you guys, under $8 is the play right here. Under $8, not above $8. And you know, they're fighting that $8 mark, but I don't know. I think there's going to be a better opportunity to get into. If not, I still got my shares. I'm good. I'm happy. I got you know, in the 5-figure range when it comes to him, so I'm happy. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. Sorry for the babbling. I honestly am not trying to waste your time. I just want to talk. And sometimes it's nice to have an audience, even if I only get 5 views on this. I just want to give you my thoughts. Not every day you have to, you know, prepare a video. Some days you just enjoy the pool and relaxing, so on and so forth. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.